on Friday we got talking about a lot of different things, and a couple of them are just like what we're eating, what we're doing, what we're excited for the weekend. And I remember it spawned the question, what are you addicted to? What are you obsessed with? Because
hobbies, foods,
could be whatever it is.
Streaming TV shows. Maybe there's something. There's so many things out there that we all consume.
Yeah, we want to hear from you. Said 7.
833.
Yep, 833-390-KRBE. It's only been a year. But I'll tell you know why? Because I was going through the listener lines, and Roula, you created an addiction for sure.
This message is for Roula, and I don't know whether I love you or hate you anymore after the recommendation for the TOOM garlic dip. I cannot quit eating it. Make sure you get some of the good thins, parm, and garlic crackers to eat with it.
That TOOM garlic dip that I have.
I mean, you could dip anything in that, and it's bomb.
Parm and garlic, so you're adding parm and garlic chips with the garlic.
Garlicky.
You can eat it with anything. You can stick your finger in there and eat it. It's so good. It's garlic and lemon dip. It's called TOOM, TOOM. I found it at Costco. I originally saw it on spring break at a friend's house and didn't know where to get it.
It's good.
And then it magically appeared at Costco. And Kevin, you said you found it at HEB.
I did. For the shorty one, it was almost $7.
But the big fat one that I brought in here was like almost $7 from Costco.
Yeah, but guess what? A dab will do you. It's so potent
you need
and
like
strong.
at least 17
I need about
tablespoons.
17 scoops was good for me.
Yep. And you said there's a basil one too, right?
Yes, someone
I'm gonna go
texted
try that
in.
one. So yeah, now my mouth is salivating for TOOM dip, and thank you for sharing that.
So let's see what people are addicted to right now. What do you think?
Crazy for? Okay, we're going to the phones. 833-390-KRBE. Is this Bailey? Bailey or Haley?
Yes.
Bailey.
Bailey.
Hi,
Bailey. Happy Monday to you. What you addicted to?
Happy Monday.
Hey.
So I am very addicted to hockey right now.
Oh, yeah.
Watching it or playing
the
it?
Dallas.
Okay.
Oh, watching it.
Okay.
So you're watching the Stars?
Houston born, there's nothing down here. But yes, the Dallas Stars, my friend got me into it like September of just this past year, and we went to like 4 or 5 games, and now they're in the semifinals for the Stanley Cup final. Like,
third time in a row, 3 years in a row.
Wow.
I know. Hopefully we can just get over the Oilers like we lost last year and just take it on to the next level.
And you're right, something about hockey, like, because I'm a Blackhawks fan growing up in Chicago, and when they had that good run.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, we had a good run there. We had like 3 championships out of like 5 or 6 years, but when you're watching on TV, it is so stressful. It is so much fun. Hockey.
I like going and we would go in person to the Flyers, and they did terrible too. But it was really fun because they let them fight. And I, as a kid, I was like, "Look, Dad, they're fighting again."
They show. There's this one guy. He shows videos. He goes, "Okay, here's hockey versus NBA." And he shows the hits, the fights, getting checked, and then they show basketball. The guy's like, "Oh, he didn't get touched, but he brushed
by me."
It's like soccer, you know.
Well,
they
act.
flop.
They flop, exactly.
Soccer's the king of flops, and then basketball and hockey's just.
Oh my God!
There's no flopping in hockey.
The flopping in basketball on the women's and the men's side is so embarrassing. It's like such acting.
But you got to play the game because that's what they do.
Yeah, that's how you get points.
Oh,
That's how you get points.
You get points. All right, Bailey. Well, good luck to the Stars. Let us know how it goes because I won't be paying
Bailey,
attention.
she told Brian one time held the Stanley Cup.
Oh, Bailey's still there? Bailey, you there?
Hey, Bailey, you there?
Bailey.
Yes.
Hey, there was one time, I forget.
Because Ryan used to do radio in Dallas when they were good, the Stars in 99.
Yeah, I got in so much trouble.
Yes,
I hoisted that.
Madonna.
Yep.
I grabbed the Stanley Cup. I hoisted it above my head, and you're not supposed to do that. And that was...
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not. I learned already.
That Stanley Cup ended up in, like, the bottom of a pool. I think one of the guys from Pantera.
Yeah, the Pantera boys.
Dimebag Daryl.
So I didn't realize that the Stanley Cup is just one they pass around.
Yeah,
they take a ring off every year, and they put like all, because it's got
cool?
all the different
You don't get
rings.
to keep that trophy.
Yeah, like we have 2 World Series trophies at Daikin Park. But if you won the Stanley Cup, you don't have that just displayed in your sports.
The Rockets, the 2 championships, Leslie Alexander, is that his name?
Them, yeah.
He duplicated the
championship. He took those back to Miami because those are his.
Yeah.
So the ones you see at...
The replicas.
Yeah, they're not the real deal.
That's crazy. What are you obsessed with? What are you addicted to right now? Fernando is next. Fernando. That's a Lady Gaga song.
But he's never heard that.
Hi, Fernando. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Right now, 2 months ago, I re-downloaded the app Pokemon Go, and it's taken over any of my free time.
Oh, my goodness. Wait, so you're out on this corner of the streets, like trying to
find the gym?
Yes. It's gotten so bad that, like, once you get to a certain level in the game, you can recommend spots, and I am trying to fill up my neighborhood. So you'll find me around my neighborhood just walking around yesterday for, like, 15 kilometers.
Hey,
oh, my God,
exercise.
hilarious. Okay, Fernando, that's a good point you make, because I was going to ask you, who determines where the spots are for people to go to? Because when Pokemon Go had its original run of hysteria, people would race into my family restaurant's parking lot, like race in there, and the cars they just jump out of their cars and stand by the sign. And my sister didn't know what was happening. And apparently, the parking lot of the family restaurant at 6029 Westheimer is a gym. But does that mean it stays like that forever? Does somebody have to like erase that and move it on? Because I don't know, you might be starting something again. We need
with enough complaints. With enough complaints, gyms can be taken down.
Okay.
But generally, once it's up there unless, something happens.
What happens
if you want to see...
What do you get out of this? Do you get like after so many points, you can send it into Pokemon and get like a hat or something? Do you get anything, or is it just for bragging? So. Is it like playing Pac-Man?
It's an arcade
just to get points.
I mean, I'm a 90s baby, so I grew up on Pokemon. But the game was bad back in 2016, so I stopped playing. Mm-hmm. But I'm back in it. I'm still a Pokemon fan, and... at the end of the week, it tells you how much you walked, and I'm like, I get rewards at 50 kilometers, so I need to walk 50 kilometers.
Oh, wow. You're getting exercise, which is a good thing. And Eric, how can you ask him that? I mean, you play GTA, you play Call of Duty. No, I mean,
I can't ask him why.
There's no reward at the end of that.
Reward? What?
Yeah, I mean, I wonder.
Marlboro Miles used to get walk around and see them on the ground and just
when
pick
you
them
play
up.
Call of Duty, do you get any swag if you get to a certain level? No.
That's what I was asking. Maybe there was. I'm also in my house just playing a game, drinking a beer.
Yeah, the difference is you're actually moving around the city. I thought maybe you win something when you go to like a secret location.
Yeah, they're fighting over areas to get a point or a gem or whatever.
But there is nothing tangible, right, Fernando? There's nothing tangible.
No, nothing tangible. It's just, for the love of the game and the Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
Cool. It's like sports
for me. I don't know about I know that they have real life competitions, like the actual Pokemon company for like the video games and cards. There's also a competition for Pokemon Go, but I'm not that into it.
Okay.
Those guys are nerds, those guys.
That's
funny how we all have a certain level.
That's nerdism.
That's too much.
We're Special K to hit that Baby Billy clip.
Oh,
that's perfect time for that Baby Billy clip.
You're a nerd.
Yeah.
This is
no, that's my dad.
Get out. Go. I ain't got time to be distracted by your worthless chime-ins.
That's funny. Worthless chime-ins.
Go on, nerd.
Okay, Alex is up next, 833-390-KRBE. The question is, what are you currently obsessed with? What are you addicted to right now? Hi, Alex. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Am I on?
Yep, you're on.
Yes. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show there.
Thanks so much. What I'm obsessed right now is reading classic literature, like any books from back then.
So you're enjoying reading like the classics. Give me an example of one.
Like Shakespeare?
No, the picture of Dorian Gray, like Victorian era books.
Oh, okay.
Did you buy the books like from that era, like old, or did you buy them with a new brand, new book with the old? Yeah.
No, I bought the Penguin Classics version.
That's cool.
Do you find
you're into it?
Do you find it difficult though? Like I remember taking a lot of literature courses in college, and sometimes when you're reading these things that were written 400-500 years ago, and even if it's in English, it's hard to understand like what they're talking about. The vernacular.
Vernacular, that's a good way to say it.
Like, do you find that difficult?
Yes, the language is so difficult to understand because the way it's written, it's so wordy. I try to read Charles Dickens, but it's not for me.
Yeah. What got you into that, Alex? What got you into just the classics again, or maybe never having read them? I don't know. What got you? One day you woke up and said, "I want to pick up some classic books."
I keep visiting a local bookstore that I always go to, buy some comic books from them, and sometimes I chat with the bookstore owner, about some books she reads, anything modern or anything about topics we're dealing with.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, it's a good thing. You realize that, we see something, we think it's a great new idea, and it's always been done. It's already been done. People have written it hundreds of years ago.
There's a guy named David Letterman. He was famous late night host.
This guy named David Letterman.
Well, a lot of people, if you're a kid, you probably don't know
who the hell David Letterman is. He's 26.
I'm saying it tongue in cheek, that's where we are now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're saying this guy named David Letterman.
And he stole all of his ideas from a guy from the 50s.
Steve Allen.
He's like, I just took all of his stuff and did it on the show. So some Mr. Beast, he's taking stuff from David Letterman and radio bits and putting them on his platform.
YouTube,
it's about repackaging.
If it works, take it and make it your own.
Well, y'all go to the listener line 713-278-VENT. That's 8368.
See, that's what got me in the beginning.
One of our callers is obsessed with the X-Files. What was his name? Did you say his name?
Rome.
I love that. Rome. Is it coming back, Ryan?
Yeah, they are doing
movie show.
Just another couple of mini stories.
With the original people, Gillian Anderson?
That's what I hear.
Is Fox coming back?
David Duchovny.
David Duchovny.
I didn't think he was. Wow. Yay.
All right, Rome, we'll get ready for the new version.
They're not doing much of their careers. They got
No, not really.
713-278-VENT. Hey, Gillian Anderson got an Emmy for playing Margaret Thatcher in The Crown. I am Margaret Thatcher. And I am in The Crown. Anyway, all right, coming up next. What happened over the weekend with Lisa and Mark after Lisa found out that Mark, after 25 years of marriage, has a girlfriend named Brittany, and he's checking out of the marriage. We'll check in with Lisa next for a Roses update on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
It's KRBE. Turn it up. With more of the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
All right, coming up next, we're going to have a Roses update with Lisa. After last Thursday, she found out her husband of 25 years, Mark, had a woman named Brittany in his life.
Wow, I was listening. My jaw dropped. That is like...
That's crazy. You will hear the whole recap if you missed what happened last Thursday, so you can get familiar with it. And then we'll check in with Lisa to see how the weekend went. That's after Ordinary on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric and KRBE.
They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually, so if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make the mundane our masterpiece. Oh my love. I take one look at you, you're taking me out of the ordinary. I want you laying me down to the dead and buried, on the edge of your knife, staying drunk on your ride. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found hallelujah on this side of heaven's gate. Oh, my life, how do ya breathe and take my breath away? At your altar I will pray. You're the sculptor, I'm the clay. Oh my, you're taking me out of the ordinary. I want you laying me down so we're dead and buried, on the edge of your knife, staying drunk on your ride. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so ordinary. You got me kissing the ground, the sanctuary. Shatter me when you touch, oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so heavenly, higher than ecstasy. Whenever you're next to me, oh my, what was in black and white until I saw your light. I thought you had to die to find something so out of the ordinary. How are you laying me down to a dead and buried, on the edge of your night, staying drunk on your ride. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so out of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground, the sanctuary. Shatter me when you touch, oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found.
Now, time for a Roses update.
Hope you guys are ready for this.
On the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Okay, roll it. 104.1 KRBE.
Okay, parental discretion is advised. I'd like to pay you guys a compliment. I got to be an actual listener of the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. And
For the Roses on Thursday?
Yeah, because I was out on Thursday.
Should have called in. You could have been a first-time caller.
Yeah.
Long time talker.
Long time talker.
Long time talker, first time caller.
Y'all sound great. And I think I really gained like even more of an appreciation of how you pull this stuff out of them. Like I'm really listening because when you're in the same room, when you're in side by side, you don't realize, but you do a great job of like pulling these little tidbits out of them.
Well, thanks. A lot of people, we always say that our listeners catch more details than we do in the room because they pick up on things and they throw us a text and say, hey, what about this? Don't forget he said that. Don't forget she said this. Okay, so if you missed what happened last Thursday, we'll give you a recap. Lisa came to us. Their daughter, their oldest, had graduated college, and Mark, her husband, was like checked out college weekend. And she's like, no, things are not going right. They're not going well. Let's see what's going on. So I had Lisa listening in to the conversation I had with Mark about where he wants these gorgeous, very expensive roses to go. And here's what Mark said.
Send them to Brittany. Can't wait for our next chapter together. No more hiding.
Oh, no more hiding. What is it, like an office romance or something? It's all secret and you can't fraternize at work?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Well, I know there's hiding involved. I'm going to worry about that. Do we write sign it love from you, Mark? Are you in love with Brittany?
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow. Mark, no more hiding.
What the hell is going on here?
You tell me what's going on here.
You and I both know this marriage has been dead for a long time.
Okay, so your solution is to cheat on me and embarrass me after our daughter's biggest moment.
I didn't want to blow things up before graduation. I was just trying to keep the peace.
So you're cheating, but you were trying to keep the peace.
It's not cheating if the relationship's already over, Lisa. Look, we've been roommates for years.
Did you tell her the relationship is over, Mark?
Yeah, you might think that way, but what about her?
Did you make that announcement?
I mean, there are rough patches, but that's marriage, not secret affairs with Brittany's.
You know what? I didn't plan it. It just happened, and she makes me feel seen, all right? Which is something I haven't felt with you in a long time.
So you didn't talk to me about it? You just went straight to somebody else's bed? So you waited until our daughter walked the stage so you could keep the peace, right? Good guy, Mark. And then what? You were going to just ghost your family? What were you going to do?
No, look, I stayed for her, okay? That's what a good dad does. But I'm not staying in a dead marriage out of guilt forever.
But don't you have another kid?
I can only stay for so long.
Oh, Lord.
You've been married for 25 years. You should have enough respect to tell your wife that you're having issues instead of her having to come to the Roula and Ryan show with Eric and us offer roses and then you send them to Brittany. Like, who is Brittany?
Please help me out because I'm just stunned.
Is that where the business trip was? Was she the business?
You're going out to dinners with this person? How long has this been going on, Mark?
About 6 months.
Have you been checked out for the 6 months or you've been checked out for years? I'm just confused. Why?
Our marriage has been over for at least 2 or 3 years. We're basically roommates.
Did you talk to her about that 2 years ago?
Right.
Trying to get some therapy?
It's wild to me how this is suddenly my fault and I'm responsible for everything.
You can't tell somebody, hey, our relationship has been over for 2 years when that's a news announcement to her.
Yeah.
Like, how about you tell her, remember 2 years ago when I came to you and I said, hey, we're having some problems. I'm not feeling fulfilled. It sounds like you've never said that.
Lisa, has that ever happened?
I'm sure if I think back on it, there were more signs that I wasn't paying as close attention to as I should have. And Mark, staying for the kids doesn't make you a good dad. Good luck explaining that version of good dad to the kids.
Are you going to tell the kids?
Yeah, I have to.
Well, it feels like you both have to. I mean, you're both their parents. If he's already a deadbeat, the mother has to make the announcement. But if they're close to him, how betrayed are these kids going to feel?
I mean, he's close enough to them that he's wanting to keep the peace until he just doesn't anymore. They're going to find out. This is not a thing. This is not over.
So why don't we just give you some time to figure out what your next move is going to be? I'm really sorry about the outcome, but you already knew it was coming. That's why you came to us. So now you have confirmation.
I know. Yeah. Hopefully we can talk to you next week. See how you're doing. I want to definitely check in on you. Okay.
I appreciate y'all. Thanks.
Okay. So I was, it was a really strange feeling hearing roses and not being on it and just listening in.
But I'm still going to be part of it.
But
Right.
Yeah, I want to find out some things.
You have some
I'm
questions? You have
vested in
some
it.
questions? Go ahead.
So we've got Lisa standing by to give us an update on what happened since that phone call. We are very appreciative that she was available to have a conversation with us today. So let's welcome her now. Hi, Lisa. Good morning.
Morning, guys. How you doing?
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
I'm sorry, I missed it all last Thursday, but I listened and wow, how are you doing?
I mean, I'm grateful y'all are checking in on me, so that's really nice of you. You didn't have to do that, so thank you. So I told our daughters, and I mean, they were not happy. Why would they be? They were actually pretty crushed, and we all cried about it, and they're going to stay with me, and Mark is out.
Did he leave or you threw him
he's
out?
out.
I don't even know if it was him leaving or me kicking him out. It was bad.
It just sucks. 25 years, your whole life, you're supposed to be celebrating your daughter graduating college.
Right.
That's huge. And then to have this, I feel for you.
He was already gone. He didn't want to try, or he would have tried to try 2 years ago.
And when we had him on, when I just reheard it, I mean, he didn't even fight.
No.
Like, it's over.
He's like, you already knew about this. It's like, no, we didn't.
He was checked out a long time ago, so.
Yo, was this girl, like, really young? I mean, I hear that name, and I'm thinking, ooh, she's going to be really young.
I could not possibly care less.
Because I just don't want to, all of a sudden, he's the same age as my daughter or something.
Oh, God. Gross. Why do we think that just because her name is Brittany, she's younger?
I could not possibly care less who this person is, what this person is. I have nothing to say to this person. I have nothing to want to do with this person. My daughters want nothing to do with this person. We are going to rebuild, and it's going to be beautiful. And I'm going to find a way to turn this into something good. I still have a lot of life left in me, so let him tell me now before I'm too old.
And it's good that you do have the information now, because what if this went on for like another 2 or 3 years and then somebody that you know saw him out with her and then the humiliation of that part of it?
Plus, it gives you a chance to have a life. Maybe you'll meet somebody.
Maybe not. I'm not holding my breath. You know, all of the things that I was compromising in the marriage. I've got my beautiful, beautiful daughters, and I have no regrets. And I wish that they weren't hurting so badly from this right now.
Well, we wish you weren't either. I mean, this is a tough time for everybody, and it's not easy. We're really sorry that you are going through this time. You're not alone. A lot of people have come to our show over the years for this exact same thing. They do find a way to get through the darkness, and life gets better. And I really appreciate you checking in with us. Of course, we wanted to know how your weekend went. Sounds like you have a good plan so far. You know, circle the wagons. The daughters are all around you.
If you ever need something, just let us know, okay?
You're the best. Thanks, guys.
Okay. I just, when I was listening to this, I was just, oh my God, it's like there's a playbook. They all do the same thing. Here's one thing that I have noticed with all the cheaters in the world. You love somebody and you beg them to go to therapy and they straight up refuse to go to therapy. That's because they've already locked in with somebody else.
So they're checked out, you think? Or
like if they ever loved you and they still refuse to go to therapy, I think, this is my opinion, I think that more than likely they've already committed to somebody
else. I think a lot
else.
of guys are just scared of it, or they say they gang. I always hear that, like, oh, you guys are gonna gang up on me.
Yeah,
how is the therapist that's supposed to be neutral ground ganging up on you?
That's why you can't go to the same, like, you can't go to your mate's therapist.
No, when you go to the therapist,
unless you meet that therapist at the same time together on the same day.
I'm just saying, like, because you're like, that's not fair. That person already knows that person for years or months.
Well, the therapist isn't there.
But wait, don't you think that if you guys as a couple seek a therapist out, then you met that therapist together, there is no ganging up, because that therapist.
What Eric is saying is like, okay, say Lisa had a therapist and she'd been seeing her for years, and then she invites him in. That's not really going to work. You need to find somebody neutral.
And it could work, but I think in human nature, I'm going to be like, wait, you two
be defensive.
Yeah, I'm defensive.
You've been hearing her complain about me for years, and now you're going to hear my side. You're not going to believe me.
Exactly. Well, I mean, they're pros. I mean, they know what they're doing. I don't know.
Actually, if there's a therapist listening right now, can you text me at 37530 and tell me how hard is it to separate that? Because I know it's your job and I know you're a professional, but let's be honest, we're humans. If you had somebody that was your client for 3 years and their mate came to see you so they could have couples therapy, how hard is it for you to just be blinders, like clean canvas?
Objective.
Or how about if it's just a brand new couple and you are listening to them and you're like, well, person A, they make great points and person A is right. Person B is an idiot, but I can't do that or they'll think I'm ganging up on them.
Well, they have to package the wording
You have to pick a few little things that that person B is doing, like give them a few wins. Like to win the war. Like how does that work? Because you can't, if you go, man, A is right. This person A is getting everything right.
I just think to myself, it's got to be
I can't say it to them because person B then will check out.
No, you got a good point.
Or
it's got to be so emotionally draining though for a therapist. Like, I don't know how they do it.
I think that's what they're getting into. They know what they're walking into.
They probably like that. Like if you like that drama.
Because I'd walk into a lobby when I was going through therapy, and I'd see a couple coming out, and they're crying, and I'm thinking to myself, my God, that's got to be so hard for the therapist.
It should have been 2 doors. It should be a door for
entrance.
Some of them do.
That way you can't see. 'Cause what if you're going through that and you run into a couple
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, there's
or a listener.
Hey, I just saw Eric and his wife in therapy. Like, do they do that?
And Eric's crying.
Well, I'd just be like, well, it looks like everyone's taking care of their mental health. Good times.
Yeah. Well, May is
because you don't know what
health
somebody's
awareness.
there for. You don't know what everybody's there for.
Yeah, but I don't want
it doesn't
people
have to be
seeing
strife. It could be just
I want different exits.
maintenance.
I don't want to see people.
You can be in the best of states, and it's just maintenance. You take care of your car, you take care of everything else. Why would you not take care of your mental health?
And also, I would like to know also from the therapists that are going to text us with all my questions. Here's another one. Is there a therapist listening right now that has had to tell a couple, you know what, guys, let's just call it. This is not going to work. That has to have happened.
But then you lose money.
No way. I don't think so.
Don't you want to keep them coming?
But for the benefit of them, if you know this is a toxic couple,
Boy, there's something I want to say.
Does the therapist say to the couple, this is too much toxicity. You guys are like two electric wires in a pond. Mm-hmm. We can't have, this is not good for you. And I'm telling you as a professional and someone who stands to lose money with you guys, go your separate ways.
Yeah, we've tried this for too long.
Maybe somebody listening has been told that by a therapist, and they could text us at 37530. I'm just curious. I just feel like it's such a fascinating.
He's like, I could keep taking your money, but this is not going any.
Because think about it. You are, if you are friends with a therapist, does your friend automatically think, oh, you're a therapist? Are you analyzing me right now?
I would totally
say
sure,
that. Of course they are.
You would think
it's like plastic surgeons. You know they're looking at people's bodies going,
ooh, that's a bad.
Or psychologists, yeah.
Everything. Anything your job is.
Yep.
That's really something.
Like if you're a firefighter, you're probably looking around the house going, oh, yeah, that's a fire hazard.
We walk into a
look at that.
Walk into a house and we're like,
wow, that show sucks.
Yeah. Carbon monoxide alarm's not really picking up.
I could see where this could have problems over here. Yeah.
Smell. But yes, that's true. Anyway, so yeah, y'all load up the listener line with all that. 713-278-VENT. Coming up next, Katy Perry kicked off her Lifetime tour right here in Houston last week. And everybody there enjoyed it. It was a pretty full house and it was a dance party.
Did her clothes stay on?
Did her clothes stay on?
At your show? Because I saw yesterday she was running around. She did some weird run around the lap.
Okay, she runs around a lot.
And her bra thing fell off.
Oh, that was a wardrobe malfunction?
Well, there's a lot of... well, we'll talk about that coming up next in Scoop because there's a connected story to Vegas. We'll just give you some Scoop next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric and KRVE.
This is Celebrity Scoop
on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
It's brought to you by Taquerias Arandas, and Eric asked the question about Katy Perry's running on tour.
Yeah, because everyone's making fun of her. She runs around like this big oval or circle, I guess, on the stage.
It's an Infinity 8. When she came here, she launched her tour in Houston last week. It's an infinity symbol, pretty much.
And
she runs a lot. I don't know how she doesn't get so winded and she still sings.
She had a wardrobe malfunction?
Well,
her bra
a few days ago, one of the costumes
came apart.
I'm waiting to see the actual video, but it's one of these like
just busted,
trying to get your time wasted. So longer you're on their video, the more
it counts
for them.
I hate when they do that.
I went to YouTube, and YouTube is taking me through a very slow slideshow.
You gotta see the video. That's just
all this, and there's probably narration I can't hear because it's about to show me her wardrobe malfunction, but I haven't seen it.
It's just the bra part in the back came undone.
A lot of her costumes are. And I hate to compare it to Taylor Swift, but I will because she was the last big show that was here that was going through all her albums. Taylor's outfits had these shimmery, sheer, like hose. I wouldn't call them tights because tights are usually opaque. You can't see through them. But, Taylor would wear like these sparkly like bodysuits.
Yeah.
And she'd have these shimmery, sheer... They're not leggings. They're tights. They're hose.
Almost
There's
like
some kind of
pantyhose?
compression hose. Yeah, you could
just call them
like nude pantyhose that were compression-y. So you're still like you're not exposed, but you look exposed. Kind of like Dancing with the Stars when they do those outfits.
A lot of the female wrestlers have that.
Yes, but Katy Perry wasn't wearing that. That was just her bare flesh. She'd be wearing these like bodysuits and these thigh-high boots or whatever these alien themed outfits were, and it was. I even asked my daughter, I go, is he just wearing those tights or is that really her skin? That's her skin, right? Yeah, that's her skin. I was like, man, that's some confidence right there.
I wish more bands would do what Taylor and Katy do, and they do like in sections their albums. Like,
yeah, that was great.
Like the Motley Crue that I grew up with, they could start with their first album and got to feel good. They changed the image, do the stuff that they did, the stunts.
Yeah, for Katy Perry's tour, I didn't really care for the theme of the little skits of she's in a video game and she's going after this bad guy called Mainframe and she's trying to collect hearts because Mainframe doesn't have a heart and she's trying to show there's emotion.
Trying to tell a story.
But it's a storyline. It was fine. I wasn't like sitting there cross-armed like this is dumb. I had one of the best times. And even my 14-year-old told me over the weekend because, once you go to a concert and it's in your head now, you want to hear the songs. So she connected her phone to my car and it's Katy Perry songs. And she said, Mommy, I almost think... I know it sounds crazy, but I almost think Katy Perry's show is better than Taylor's. I go, really? And she goes, yeah, I don't know. I think it's because it was smaller, because it was Toyota Center, not NRG.
Intimate.
And she flew around a lot. And when she flew around, she got close to us. You know what I mean? Anywhere you were in there, she got close to you. She was on this butterfly and went the entire perimeter of Toyota Center. She swung all the way from the stage to the nosebleeds.
As an artist, you probably that's your probably biggest hurdle is to feel close. People in the 400, make them feel like a part of the show.
Yeah, and she shouted out the people in the 400s. You know, we always say they were the real fans?
Yeah.
Because they're way up in the ceiling. That's what she said. She goes, you guys are loyal up there.
104.1.
Secret Sound.
By the way, her running was not odd to me. That's fine. Secret Sound time!
Yeah.
Okay, it's the first of 5 chances today. It is the Secret Sound brought to you by Shell Federal Credit Union. The jackpot is giant, almost $2,500. It's worth $2,496. If we don't get a winner, we'll add another $104. If we do, we give it away. 833-390-KRBE. We're looking for caller 104. There's about 742 wrong guesses we're going to go through. And then we're going to hope that we get a winner. There has not been a clue given out yet. I was hoping over the weekend I would get one to my phone, because if you text 37530, if you text the word secret to 37530, that's where you get the times you're going to play. That's also where you're going to get the clue that's going to help you figure it out. So it is not a lot of things, but it is something.
It's not a lot.
And we want you to figure it out. And I think a clue has to go out today to basically tell you what it is. Why don't we just tell you what the sound is?
Well, then it wouldn't be a contest.
Yeah, that would just be, here's the sound.
What if one of us just
we tell you what it is,
and then you just be caller 104. That's it.
What if we accidentally said it? It's like I watched that show 4 Seasons.
I don't even put it in my head. I just take it on my head.
I know, me too. That show 4 Seasons, Tina Fey's in it, and the one guy says, we're going to have something. Oh, we're having crawfish for dinner. She goes, I think that's pronounced pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Because she didn't want crawfish.
That's funny.
It's like if somebody says, I'll give you one of the wrong guesses. One of the wrong guesses is generator. Somebody says generator. Oh, I think you meant to say blank.
Say the right answer.
Oops. Oopsie. All right, we're going to go to caller 104 at 833-390-KRBE. We'll go over the very long list of wrong guesses and then let that person guess. If that person's right, we're giving away a boatload of money. That person's wrong. Wait, let me do the math
for
right
Kevin
now.
to give us the thumbs up.
Right.
Hold on.
We're getting the thumbs.
If it's wrong, Roula's going to be 2,600.
Thank you for that quick math, because I definitely wasn't going to be that quick. I like that. All right. Secret Sound brought to you by Shell Federal Credit Union. How many? Hold on. While he's counting callers, let me count the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
24.
24
We've
wrong
had
guesses?
24 incorrect.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
some people actually guessed the wrong guess even after we told them it had already been guessed.
So is guess 25 going to be the winner? Let's find out. Tell me when to
Here
pick
we
it up,
go.
Is he
Kev.
giving us a thumbs up? What are we doing,
he's about
Irvin?
to-
We're having trouble with the phones.
Oh, my God, they
no.
crashed again? I bet they crashed again. I bet they crashed again.
Are you kidding me?
He's got, because the number shows up. So we have that person if you want to try calling him.
Hold on, let's see. Irvin is in here from Digital. This happened with Sam.
It did.
Secret Sound is crashing the phone lines.
While you're doing that.
Because we can pick it up, and you can hear us, but we can't hear you.
And then that means we can't get you on air.
Kevin's coming in.
How about you, Kevin? What'd you get?
We're having trouble, but I got the phone number this time.
Okay, so you're going to call
we're
that
gonna call them
caller
back.
104 back.
So if your phone's about to ring,
You better answer it.
that thing.
Because come from a private number. If you were just trying to call and play Secret Sound and you're starting to get a phone call for a private number, you better answer it. It's not spam.
call him as Bryce.
Yes, you should. No, then they'll hang up.
Yeah, you don't want to
Should
prank
or should
them.
not.
This is what happens. The whole system, my system's going to crash now.
We should take it as a compliment, though. Think about it. There's so
Everyone
many
wants to figure it out,
loyal
right? This is
listeners
not a
that they're all
compliment.
trying to call at once, and they crash the system.
You can't get it, Kev.
Secret Sound.
Not able
5
to
times
dial
a
out?
day. AT&T can't handle it.
Who's our
Darn.
provider here?
AT&T doesn't know how to handle it.
Is it AT&T or who is it?
Yeah, haven't we had AT&T forever? When the phones went down?
I have no idea.
I don't think
I
we
think
have AT&T. I think we switched it.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
Is
remember.
that corporate number now? Or corporate, corporate thing?
remember what it is, to be honest.
Because it's not about like specifically just like our account. It's something with like these lines that run the building.
The entire radio exchange.
Remember,
like
we had to
all
change-
of Houston radio.
Yeah, remember we had to change our request line number.
Okay, I think Kevin got them.
All right, hold on. I'm going to put you to the room.
Yeah,
Okay.
Here.
All right.
Another winner? Secret Sound. Or an even bigger jackpot.
KRBE.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, Jeanette.
Jeanette.
Okay.
Congratulations. Hurdle 1 has been jumped. You're caller 104.
Well, there was more than one hurdle, but
that's the biggest hurdle.
Yeah. Our hurdles were more than hers.
Like
She was just trying to make a phone call. Okay, Jeanette, the secret sound. We're going to play it for you on the phone. I'm going to read you the 24 wrong guesses.
Don't guess any of these guesses.
And then you're going to guess again, and you're going to try and win $2,496. Jeanette, here's the secret sound. And another time. All right, Jeanette, do not say it's these things because it's not. It's not a vacuum cleaner, an electric pencil sharpener. It's not a paper shredder or a lawnmower. It's not TV static. It's not a travel blender or a money counter or a drill. It's not a jewelry cleaner. It's not a leaf blower. It's not an electric grinder. It's not a sewing machine. It's not an electric shaver or sawing wood. It's not a generator. It's not a garbage disposal. It's not a cake mixer or a door buzzer. It's not a rolling camera. It's not a fan. It's not a printer. It's not a coffee mixer. Jeanette, from Shell Federal Credit Union for $2,496. What is the secret sound?
Well, I hope it's not the same thing, but coffee grinder.
Is that what coffee mixer is?
No.
So I have to add that to the list.
Yeah.
I'll make a guess again.
Sorry.
Coffee grinder, no. I'm going to write that down.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, now it's worth $2,600. We've got to send a clue out.
Yeah, we must.
Because people aren't even close.
But you can keep trying.
Yeah.
So you didn't win
Jeanette, thank you so much for being caller 104.
Many
and
more
answering your phone.
chances.
I'll wait to call you back. Again, 4 more chances to be caller 104. Good luck on whoever has the next secret sound. Could be us, could be Sam, could be Audrey Rose. Hope the phones work.
It's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
All right, y'all. On the front page of Chronicle today, Houston holds a lot of world records, I discovered. So we have the highest water coaster. I mean, kind of technically, it's Galveston because Schlitterbahn has massive. It's 81 feet, 6.72 inches. It is the highest water slide that there is anywhere in the world.
That's cool.
So we have that record, yes. Some other records. We have the tallest monument column. That would be the San Jacinto Monument, which is actually taller than the Washington Monument in D.C. Eric, didn't you go see that when you were a kid?
Which one? I'm sorry.
The San Jacinto Monument?
Yep. No, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it as a teenager.
Yes.
With my mom.
That was your last trip with your mom, wasn't it?
Yep. Saw Battleship, Texas, and then went over there and saw the monument and went inside the elevator.
Can you still do that now?
That's why I always want to do it. I was like, want to take the kids and go, hey, this is where.
Yeah, reenact that.
Yeah.
You should have a picture of your mom with you there,
I still remember that. I remember that from like 1991.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I remember looking out.
Your daughters will appreciate
Because I've done the
that.
Arch in St. Louis, and that thing's.
Is that hard?
Oh my God, that gives me claustrophobia just thinking about
You're
it.
in that, this weird elevator that goes, think about it's an arch.
Because it goes sideways.
It's like a wrench going.
I have claustrophobia.
So you don't
just
tip over, it
thinking
keeps
about
clicking you back. I can't do it now. Back then I didn't have anxiety
like that. About small spaces.
Anxiety.
Then I noticed one more record. I didn't know this. I guess there's like a little radio station in Conroe, and this woman she holds the record for being the longest DJ, like on the air.
Roula.
It's not Roula. It's a woman named Mary McCoy. She has been on the radio since the age of 12, nonstop. Since the age of 12. She's been on the air for 74 years. Can you believe that?
What country?
No, it's right here in Conroe.
It's all here. It's here.
Called K-Star 99.7 in Conroe.
She's still there?
Since she was 12?
Since she was 12, it says she's been
She
on
never
the air.
got like a job like in a bigger market? Like
it doesn't give her full bio or
Well, who
anything like
hires
that.
a 12-year-old? I want to know more about how she
It's
got
probably
it at
like
12.
a mom and dad, and they were like, oh, yeah, just.
Well, 70 years ago, whatever.
Maybe she owned the
She's been on
station.
air for 74 years.
Probably.
That's crazy.
And it wasn't probably like a Monday through Friday. She probably just like had like a.
Yeah, she probably just came in one time. Hi.
Yeah, and did that.
She's on a show called The Larry and Mary Show.
Larry and Mary.
Larry and Mary.
With their kid Harry.
I'm gonna look them up.
No,
I see what some of their.
I've been on the air a
bits
bit
are.
for a hot minute, but I could not imagine being on the radio for 74 years. That is mind-blowing.
That's impressive.
You said her name was Mary McCoy?
Yeah. She's 87 years old. Been on the air since the age of 12.
Weekdays from 10 to 12.
Wow.
She said at the age of 3, I knew I wanted to sing. Oh, I'm going deep dive.
She just sings on the radio?
She looks great now.
Does she sing?
I'm glad you said that. I hate it when people
When
say
neighbors
you
come
look
to
great
visit
for
my
your
mom and
age.
dad, I would get my little rocking chair and put in the middle of the room and yodel.
Aw.
But that's being, so does
Story
she
time with
sing on
Sam.
her 2-hour
What's that
thing?
to do with
I don't
radio,
think
though?
so.
It's like.
This is just her bio.
Oh.
I'm reading her bio.
Is she just like a DJ?
Yeah. Like I said, she's on
talks up the songs.
Weekdays, 10 a.m. to 12. So she's on the same time I am on.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
she beating in the ratings now?
She probably is.
Sam with the secret sound.
Damn it, we're giving away a free plug for our radio show.
Yeah, well, you play Sam's competition.
All right, listen.
We take on their other one. Who's their morning show? What? Weenie in the Butt or whatever that was?
Oh my God.
What was that?
Wait, I gotta
Is that
find
their
it.
name?
Dingo and the Baby?
No, it's K-Star Funny Farm is their weekday morning show with Elisa Christie.
You're kidding.
No, and it's spelled Christi.
Oh, mine has an IE.
I gotta look this up.
I think we got a show. Oh, yeah, we got a show. We definitely got a show. Oh, yeah, there's a show.
Oh, yeah.